Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 8 of What If Naruto Got His Memory Sealed Away. Remember to get this one to 300 likes as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Raised by the Hyuga Clan and enjoy that guys. And unfortunately, I posted the last episode, yes guys, the final episode of What If Naruto was from the two greatest clans. But don't be sad because you know that new what ifs are coming very soon for you guys to enjoy. So just stay in tune and I hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying and talking back to all of you. So without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Begin the intro. So the last time we left off, everything that Naruto's throwing at Kimimaro, he kept on deflecting and blocking them because the man can literally make his bone harden under his body so the effects of the attacks won't hurt him that bad. As Kimimaro dashed towards Naruto after transforming the second stage of his curse mark. But Gaara intervened as he stopped it with his sand. As Naruto told Gaara to go ahead, as Gaara asked him what is he talking about, he was losing. When Naruto told him to go ahead, he will handle this. And he's not asking because he would do it. As Gaara told him not to die, as Naruto told him he wasn't planning on it. Kimimaro was shocked as he really did that to stay on their one-on-one battle. But it doesn't matter because he was going to kill him. Naruto smirked as the fox told him don't, but he did it same way. He started to transform as he turned into a were-fox, his body growing tall as he went on all fours here, covering his body. As a tail came behind him, the battle then started as Kimimaro was totally outmatched. He wasn't even a slimmer of chance to win this match now. As Naruto was dashing so fast, Kimimaro couldn't even see him. As Naruto started to drop down brutal attacks, making Kimimaro shudder under the pain. But Kimimaro still kept on hardening his body. As Naruto leaped up in the air, high up in the air, after grinding a Rasengan into Kimimaro's stomach. As Naruto started to build a ball in front of him, as he released a massive ball that tore through the ground and exploded. The entire village of Konoha was shaking under the force, as everyone fell over, even Choji and Shikamaru and Teiwaya, who was going back, as Teiwaya felt completely helpless seeing that she was a prisoner, as Temari asked what the hell was that. As Naruto was descending down to the ground, bones extended from everywhere, with Kimimaro upper half emerging from one of the bones, as he stabbed right into Naruto. But Naruto switched himself with his blade at the last moment. As Kimimaro limped over, his body was total. That was just a final shot to try and do something, but he still failed. As Naruto emerged a distance away on the ground, as he was extremely exhausted, the fox told him not to push himself so hard, but he did it anyway. As Gaara arrived, it seems like Lee failed to get back Sasuke. But it's time that they returned to Konoha. Some time passed as Lee had told Naruto what happened, as the tremor was the thing that stopped Lee from getting impaled by the Chidori that Naruto created. But in the end, Sasuke managed to go off towards Orochimaru. As Naruto was brought to a council meeting where they asked him about Sasuke and why didn't he go after him, seeing that he could stop him. As Naruto get pissed and told all of the council members, the civilian side, to screw off, as Kimimaro would have killed Lee, and that was his mission, to protect Lee and the others. As he asked Nandi if he could leave, as she told him yes. Danzo was there, but Danzo acted like he didn't know him, as Naruto didn't really pay him any mind. Going home, the Sand siblings were at his house, as Naruto was pissed as Conqueror was going through his fridge. He took his wallet as He just headed out, as he went to get some ramen, as he saw Sakura as she arrived there. After finished eating, he walked her home, as he told her in order to get back Sasuke, she has to train and become stronger than now. She has to train very hard. And who knows, he probably might even help her get him back. And with that, Naruto vanished, making Sakura smile. So yeah guys, that was basically as left off. You guys can switch across to the place and check it out for yourself. So let's start this new episode. Yo, Bacha, Naruto said. Tsunade looked to see Naruto hanging on her window. The lazy look on his face. Can you take the door, brat? I already have Jiraiya jumping on the window sill every time he come by. I don't want to have you doing it too. Naruto shrugged as he hopped inside the office. It is easier than the door. Or, unless you like it when I kick the door open. Because I personally love it, he said. I will have no problems with doing that for you. Tsunade eyebrow twitch. As Naruto sit down, so what are you doing here, brat? Other than trying to get me to put you through the wall. As Naruto's face became serious. How do you feel to start up a program for combat medics? Tsunade's eyes widened. I proposed that plan years ago during the 3rd Great Shinobi War, but Sarutobi shut it down. He said that there wasn't enough resources to go around for it. Well, why not do it now? You are the Hokage, aren't you? There is no one else that can tell you that there is no resources, seeing that you're in charge. You can set it up, and I have someone that you can put in first. She doesn't have much going for her except for chakra control. Tsunade looked at him. And why would I want her in my program then, brat? Yeah, she's pretty raw, but that's the beauty of it. If there's one thing I know from personal experience, is that a blank slate is a perfect thing. You can train them, you can merge them into what you want. Give her some time and teach her right, she'll be just fine. And did I mention the chakra control? And who is this, she asked. It's my teammate that didn't end up ditching the village, Sakura Haruno. Check her out, see if she's what you're looking for, and if she is, get in touch with her. Tsunade looked at him as he went towards the window. What are you gonna do, she asked. I'm tired, Naruto said. I need some sleep. I need some time off as well. Give me at least a week and then give me a new assignment. The crap bones really do suck. I already put you on medical leave, said Tsunade, after you got back. I'll call you when I think you're ready, she said. Get some rest. But you need to stop in later this week, I have something for you to do. Naruto simply nodded as he jumped through the window. As Naruto arrived home that night, as the stress of the last few days finally caught up with him, as he gave a grunt to Kankuro, who was eating one of his cup ramen and watching his TV. The puppeteer almost choked on his food when he saw Naruto head into the bedroom, as he rushed in front of him. You better have a damn good reason for blocking my way, or my foot is gonna end up in your ass, Naruto said. I told you, Temari took your room. Now she's in there sleeping, if you value your testicles, kid. Don't go in there. I'll be damned if I sleep on the floor, in my own goddamn house, Naruto said, as he pushed Kankuro out of his way. As Kankuro watched Naruto step inside and shut the door behind him, Kankuro simply headed back to the couch, as he was going to play ignorant when the fireworks start. As Naruto looked around the room, well, she picked my crap up when I was gone, as he looked towards the bed to see Temari sleeping soundly. How can she sleep so well on my piece of crap mattress? I thought she would have been spoiled on her expensive, comfortable bed back home. As Naruto was too tired to think of anything, as he edged her to one side of the bed, it seemed like she was a deep sleeper. As he took off his shirt and slid in next to her, as sleep overtook him. 3 hours later, a cold feeling was placed against his face. Naruto cracked his eyes open as he saw Temari fan placed against his cheek. Figuring that she wouldn't hit him while he was asleep, he quickly closed back his eyes, as she shook his face with her fan. You're awake. That's good. Did you have a nice nap? As he could hear that sweet tone in her voice. Well, you woke me up, he said as he rubbed his eyes as he looked over his clock. 19 hours early. Great. I woke up looking at your beer back. What the hell are you doing here? Naruto raised the eyebrow. I live here. Didn't you know that when you got here? She pushed him back on the bed with her fan. I meant, what are you doing in here, you ass? With me in the bed. Well, this is my bedroom. And there is only one bed, so I figure, sleep together. Temari started to unroll her fan. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't blow you from here, the Hokage's tower. I'll give you 2 reasons. I just came from there and I don't want to go back. and I haven't slept good in 3 days. No, if you're going to attack me with that thing, go ahead. I'm too tired to care. Just don't mess up my bedspread. Temar placed down her fan. Where will I sleep then? And how did you get in here without me noticing? Well, you're already sleeping, so just go back to sleep, Naruto said. And by the way, Ninja, duh. Silence rained down in the room. As she realized he had fallen back asleep, she sighed as she looked at the bed. The next morning, Naruto-kun, you must join us on our youthful morning exercise. Yes, Naruto-kun, you must train with us to keep up your youthful experience. Temari slowly opened her eyes. Naruto, what the hell is that? She said. Naruto groaned as he stretched. Temari-chan, go back to sleep. I'll deal with this, he said. Going downstairs, Naruto saw Gaara silently watching TV. As Kankuro had a pillow over his head. Naruto, get those idiots to shut the hell up. But Gaara didn't seem bothered at all. As Gaara turned to look at Naruto, I have plugged my ears with sand to block out the noise. Otherwise, I would have killed them by now. As Naruto nodded as he opened the door, shut the hell up, he screamed. Guy and Lee instantly stopped. I am on leave, damn it. This is a damn first day of a decent sleep I'm getting. I have no problem with training with you both, but not at this hour, Naruto said. So get the hell out of here. But Naruto, can you get away now, or I'll get Gaara to kill the both of you. He's in here. And I swear to God, if I hear another flame of youth again. You know what, Lee? Naruto needs some sleep. Let's run around Konoha a few times. By then, he should probably wake up fully. You're right, Guy Sensei. Let's go, as the both of them ran off. As Kankuro looked over, so now that you're up, what are you gonna do? What else? Finish sleeping with your sister. She's very clingy in her sleep. As Naruto gave him a smile and walked away without looking back. Later that day, oh my god, it's like this every day. They seriously cannot keep that up, it must be a phase. It will end eventually, right? Said Tenten. What is this? Neji said. I can't see through it. What the hell is going on? As he was trying to look through this illusion that Guy and Lee created, sunset, the waterfall crashing behind them as they were hugging, shouting flames of youth. Damn it, I shouldn't have come here, Naruto said, rubbing his head. As the both of them turned around, so what started them with that crap today? Oh, said Tenten, it's all about you. They're so happy that they got a youthful Naruto to train with them today. Well, they were shouting my name at 4 AM. I just wanted to sleep. As Naruto picked up a stone and threw it in the Genjutsu water. Whoa. This thing is even better than some of the Sharingan Genjutsu. Naruto-kun, said Lee, as Guy turned around as well, with a smile on their face. So, why am I here, Naruto said. I can't even spar with anyone, I'm on medical leave. Medical leave, said Tenten. What's wrong with you? You look fine. Well, I kind of cracked every single bone in my body from the last mission. I'm in excruciating pain just from getting here. As Neji activated his Byakugan, it is true, he has small cracks on majority of his skeleton frame, mostly his arms and legs. Which is why it's hurt like a bitch to walk. I'm not gonna be fighting any of you today. As Neji let his Byakugan fade out, so why does your face not register the pain that it's in anyway? Well, never let him see you sweat, Naruto said. As Tenten looked at Naruto, where's your sword? I see your sheath on your back, but not your sword. Did you lose it? She asked. As Tenten was staring him down. Yeah, I kinda lost it, but it wasn't my fault. When I was facing off against that, hey, Naruto said as he jumped away, as she threw kunais at him. You lost your sword? All of that crap you were saying about being a user of many weapons. Even I know you shouldn't lose your close range weapon. Hey, don't worry, Naruto says, you hide behind Neji. I know exactly where it is, but it will take a few hours to get out there. You can all come with me. Guy Sensei can consider it as a field trip or something. Hey Guy, you guys go on field trips? Guy T gained a sparkle about them. A most wonderful idea, Naruto-kun, he said. The Forest of Bone is something many of the Konoha ninjas heard about, but not many have seen. What a youthful idea. I will get permission to take you all out that far. Moments later, Guy got them out of the village and headed towards Naruto to face off against Kimimaro. As they were talking about their battles, as Lee told him that he wished that Naruto was one who went after Sasuke and he should have taken on Kimimaro, because Naruto had a better chance of getting Sasuke back. Suddenly, Naruto almost fell off the tree, as he caught himself before he did though, as he was laughing. What's so funny? Tenten was surprised and he wrapped his arm around her waist. What are you doing, Naruto? She asked, blushing. Watch your step, he said, as they arrived towards the boneyard. As he led Tenten down into the foliage. As he released her. I could have gotten down here myself, she said, blush still on her face. I know, but I'm an old-time bastard sometimes. I thought it was bigger during the fight. Maybe it was my eyes playing tricks on me. Solely, you thought it would have been better if you stayed back here. As they all looked at all the wreckage until Naruto pointed towards all the bones. That is where my sword is. As all of them were shocked looking at the sight. Yeah, they all sprouted up in seconds. I thought I was dead, Naruto said. Luckily, I switched with my blade. As they all looked up to see Kimimara's body still sticking out of one of the spikes. As Naruto started to squeeze through the bones to reach his weapon. After a second, they could hear Naruto cursing as he came out with his broken sword. Damn it, now I have to get it fixed. My poor sword, he said. Well, at least you saved my life, sword. Well, let's head back, Naruto said. As Neji looked over at Guy. Guy sensei, if Naruto's able to do this in the landscape, how strong is he? Guy patted Neji on the shoulder. Well, said Lee, speaking before Guy, if he's anything like me or Guy sensei, this will not be his limit. He will push himself beyond that. That is what is truly scary and excitingly said, that smile on his face. Can't wait to test Naruto. Time skip. Naruto was summoned from his relief by Tsunade as they were currently walking through Anfu quarters, the prison cell, to check out a prisoner. As Naruto was confused what he was doing here, as Shizune was with him as well. Not that it really bothers me or anything, but what the hell am I doing here? Why do you guys need me to see a prisoner? As Shizune turned towards him, a captured enemy ninja is, for some reason, too weak for us to interrogate by any normal means. And they are too important for us to just discard anyway. The intel they might have is too vital to us. That still doesn't answer my question, Naruto said. If their body is weak, get a Yamanaka to go in their mind or something. What do you expect me to do? I don't interrogate people, I kill people, Naruto said. As Shizune, Tauntaun, and Tsunade Sweat drop a Naruto description of his own job skills. Because, brat, you seem to have a knack for pulling things off when it's necessary. And for some reason we can't go into our head, attempting to do it injured Inoichi when he did it for some reason. Also, you kinda need to get paid, don't you? Or the Sand Genins reimbursing you for all of the things they use in your house? Naruto cursed under his breath. Fine. So who is this prisoner anyway? Are they dangerous? Well, not really. She's actually very weak right now. And you already defeated her once. I've only fought one person that could still be alive and possibly be in prison right now. Can you tell me why the hell you're sending me in to do this? Well, Tsunade-sama think that you have a convincing aura about you, Naruto-kun. If anyone can do this, we think it's you. Fine, but you see if she spit at me or do anything stupid, I'm gonna slap her. Too violent, brat, said Tsunade. My entire job revolves around violent, Naruto said. If I wasn't violent, I wouldn't be so damn good at what I do. Alright, he says. He opened a cell and stepped inside. I guess I'll get things going. As Shizune waved him off, do your best, brat, said Tsunade. As Naruto entered to see the redhead sitting on the bed, her eyes show anger, but then turned to pure fear as she looked at him. Naruto raised his hand to show her that he meant her no harm. As he looked at her appearance, she looked pale, really pale. Her eyes had bags underneath them, and she did look very weak. As Naruto pulled a chair from the corner and propped it in the middle of the room as he took a seat. As he looked at her curled up on her bed, as she looked him over. Seeing that she was going to say something, Naruto spoke. Hello there, Teiwaya. I haven't seen you since I knocked you out. I figure Konoha prison system is treating you well enough. Teiwaya simply looked at him, not saying a word. As Naruto sighed, this is going to be a long day. He cleared his throat, getting her attention, so I guess you know by now, all of your team is dead. Unfortunately, Sasuke still got away, but everyone from my village that went after him is still alive. As a smirk came on her face. So that got something out of you, didn't it, Naruto said. As she finally spoke. I should have known you that you were just a show-off. Kimimaro probably tear your ass a new one when you got to him, huh? Naruto chuckled. No, actually, I ended up fighting him, alone. Until he just flat out died. I was kicking his ass if I do say so myself. But after a massive attack from me, and him using the rest of his chakra, his body was just unable to keep up. So he died. Her eyes widened in knowledge that Kimimaro was dead. None of your little squad made it back and you're the only one that survived. You can go ahead and thank me now if you like, he said. She glared at him. You think I should thank you, shithead? I am as good as dead, you moron. You should have just killed me on the battlefield. That would have been better than rotting away in a goddamn cell, waiting to be interrogated. As she stood up from the bed, that snake bastard, she said. He pulled the plug on the cursed seal. I just know it. That is why I'm so weak for no reason right now. I'm dead. Worthless to him right now. I just know it. As Naruto noticed a dark bruise on her neck from where the cursed seal was. You're going through some kind of withdrawal from the seal power, aren't you? That must be painful, he said. It sucks, shithead, she said. I feel like death right now. I guess I should have known that it would have ended like this anyway. All that snake had on your village was a shitload of secrecy, and pawns like me to move around. I don't see how we got everyone to believe that we could have actually taken out the strongest village. I knew that we were screwed the moment we heard about the invasion. You're being forthcoming with the information here. What changed? I mean, to go in or to ask. You weren't talking to anyone before this. Oh, sure. You mean those dumbasses who came in here asking me questions that I had no idea about. Or questions that were super stupid. Yeah, that wasn't talking. After all that crap. Like, what the snake want with the Uchiha kid? Well, they should know that, Naruto thought. What a stupid question. They also asked me where the main base is. In the hidden zone. What the hell? I told Bachan that already, Naruto said. What the hell is going on? And they also asked me how to get the curse mark off. And that bitch in the trench coat and the bodysuit, the mesh bodysuit, she was really angry about that one for some reason. Why the hell would you know that? Why would Orochimaru tell you how to get the slave collar off of you? I understand what you mean by stupid questions now. Carry on, Naruto said. As Naruto noticed that she was getting livelier as he continued to speak, like she had loosened up or something. As Naruto just kept on talking to her, he didn't really have anything to do today, and it must suck being isolated. As Naruto listened to her bitch about the cell, the shitty food, and how they should just do what they want to her and get it over with. Wait, Naruto said, I'm curious, why are you talking to me? I mean, I came here to talk and get things out of you, but I thought you would have just told me to screw off and go quiet. Well, I'm caught. The snake pedophile has declared me worthless after cancelling the seal. You're strong enough to beat Kimimaro, and I was no match for him, so I can't really fight you. And screw the hidden zone. I hated that place. Naruto pulled his chair closer. So what, were you forced to become a ninja of Orochimaru and the hidden zone? You didn't want to be a ninja for them. Not really, shithead. When I was 5, my village was attacked. My family and everyone else was there. They were either killed or taken prisoner. I ended up stumbling upon a group of the bastards that attacked, and they caught me. And they started to teach me. It was either learn or die, so I went along with it. And hell, if you were given something to do, why not just do it all the way? I was one of Orochimaru's rising elites by the time I was 9 years old, and then he put that goddamn seal on me. As Naruto chuckled, what's so funny, shithead, she asked. Naruto shook his head, none of it, sorry. It's just, you were one of his elites, a few months probably, after the time I was caught in the hidden zone. Bye. I was 8. That had to suck, being one of his elites, just turning 1, and going back after telling that you couldn't catch me. Tell you why my body shivered a bit. You don't even know, shithead. That bastard even disciplined Kimimaro after we got back. None of us ever screwed up again after that. We were thrown together in an elite team, and here I am today, last one alive. But you were kicking our asses for the longest time though, back then, I remember. Well, yeah, if it wasn't for Kimimaro almost taking out my eye, and you guys chased me for at least 2 days. If I was caught, I would have been done for. Good times, he said. Anyways, screw Orochimaru, I never wanted to work for him, and him and the Uchiha can go and screw each other for all I care. Anything I can tell you, you already know. And we may have been his elite bodyguards, but Kimimaro was the only one accompanying him anywhere outside of the base in the hidden zone. There is no doubt that he has a lot more bases, but the second he got the Uchiha kid, that one cleared out completely, so it would be a waste of time to check it out now. So, you're not angry with me, Naruto said, even though I was the one that captured you. She sat down on her bed. Well, I haven't been tortured yet, even though If you can call that food, good. Yeah, that's a torture. And this is also your job. Well, no. Your job is to kill. So as far as I can concern, you could have just killed me when you had me back there. If I was in your position, I would have killed you and left you in a ditch. It's strange, but talking to you isn't that bad, Naruto said. I'll come back later this week. I'm on medical leave after all. Well, it isn't a problem, shithead, seeing that I'm currently too weak to be tortured. I would probably die if they do anything now, and they won't risk killing me, because they want information. So, I'm shithead now, huh, Naruto said, as he knocked at the door. Yeah, she said. Later, shithead. Naruto shook his head as he left. Sometime later, Naruto arrived in Tsunade's office to see her, sleeping, as she was sleeping soundly. He crawled through the window not making a sound. As he sat down, he then created a clone. The clone walked over and sighed. Do I have to? Why can't you do it? Okay, I'll do it, Naruto said as he pulled a elastic band from his pocket as he shot it right towards Tsunade's ear. Before the clone could say anything, a nasty right hook slammed into his face, dispelling him. As Tsunade blinked, as she saw Naruto waved at her. Brat, how long have you been here, she said. What woke me up? As she touched her ear. Oh, it was a mosquito, Naruto said. You scared the hell out of me. You just snapped up and threw a punch. It felt like I hit something solid. Anyway, I assume that you're coming back from speaking with Tewaya. How did it go? Well, she doesn't really know anything than from what I told you after we got back from Tanzukai. For being an elite, Orochimaru doesn't really tell them a lot. She is currently going through a withdrawal from the Cursed Seal. I am guessing either you or Shizune is responsible for her not being dead. Yes, it basically poisoned her system and put her into cardiac arrest after a few hours here. It was touch and go for a while, but she's still too weak for us to interrogate regularly, or she'll probably die. Well, about the whole killing her thing, you think we can keep her alive? I know that she's a sound ninja and everything, but given the option, I'm sure that she'd rather stay here than be there. How do you know she wasn't lying to you, brat? She's an enemy ninja after all. Who do you think I am, Naruto said. Of course I can tell when people are lying to me. Not only did she not lie to me, she even told me everything I asked for, even the things I didn't even ask about. Besides, I like that attitude of hers. There is nothing wrong with the rules, having a few thorns every now and then. So you think the girl is good looking? Are you sure you're not any closer to Jiraiya? Because you're thinking like him right now. Naruto smiled as he propped his feet up on her decks. Well, she'll be much better when she gets over the curse mark backlash. And don't ever say that again. I am no massive pervert, I'm just a boy. Growing up, I can admire the female form time to time. What's the difference, said Tsunade, all sound the same to me. Oh, but it isn't. A pervert will go out of his way to do things like that. Like peek on hot springs or write their own perverted books to get off. I, on the other hand, do none of those things. However, if an opportunity arrives for me to admire the opposite sex, I have no objections. And no problem to take full advantage. Isn't that what ninjas are trained to do anyway? Tsunade saw it jump. You know you just admit that you're a pervert, right? Naruto stiffened as he slammed his hand on her decks. Hell no, he said. The entire rate of that was to determine that I'm not a pervert. Are you sure that you are not close to Erosenin because your mind quickly shifted the pervert opportunity rather quickly? The two then glared at each other, before breaking out laughing. As Tsunade went into her jaw and pulled an envelope. Here, your payment for a B-rank mission. Use it wisely, she said. B-rank, Naruto said. All I did was talk to her. It wasn't even hard or anything, hell. I think I even brightened up her day by talking to her. I'm going back later this week as well. Tsunade raised an eyebrow and you're going back? Why, she asked. As Naruto made his way to the window, well, being alone like that really sucks. She's not really a bad person, she was just a ninja for the wrong nation. There is no real reason to hate her that much. Oh, brat. Don't think you got away with that elastic band crap. The only reason why you're not in the wall is because you're on medical leave right now. Remember that, okay? As Naruto looked at her, and she had an evil look on her face as he jumped through the window. After some time of buying groceries, which were not too hard, seeing that if they would overcharge him, Naruto told him that he would break his foot off in their ass. And the host guesses really seemed like they're not going to leave, just kept on eating his goddamn food. So Naruto decided to head to get his body back into condition to good fighting as he head his training ground 44, as he messed with every species of animal that he could find. Wolf, the bird, hell, he even tried provoking a bear. But after seeing a group of bear over toward the side, he decided to leave that alone. He just got out of the hospital. He didn't want to end up in a morgue. So he was currently jumping through the tree branch to tree branch, getting his body back in the shape when a kunai fly past his face. What if you had hit me, Uncle Chan, Naruto said. Don't Uncle Chan me, kid. I know you interrogated that sound, couldn't reach you today. Did you even ask her anything about the curse seal? Or more specifically, how to get it off of me like it was for her? Uncle then started attacking. Uncle calmed down and says he blocked her kunai. You're being stupid. Uncle spun around and lashed out a kick that slammed him into a tree. Why did you let that question slide? That damn snake. Release the seal off of her. If you will calm the hell down, I could explain to you, Naruto said, as he lifted himself back up. Unless you want to vent your anger on me some more, and I'm gonna be hitting back. Uncle chuckled. I know that you run through those Jennings in that test of yours, but I am not a Jennin, kid. I know that you know about the retrieval mission, Uncle, so let me ask you. What the hell make you think I can't beat the shit out of you, Uncle? Why would you try it on me? You can't scare me. I did nothing to you. And any threat that you even pose, I'll make you pay for it myself, Naruto said. Uncle narrowed her eyes. Alright, kid, you know, I was going to sit down and listen, but now, I'm gonna rough you up a bit, just out of principle. Well, come. The wolf were getting kinda boring though. As he thrust the kunai towards him as he tilted his head as he passed him. As Uncle went for bizarre attacks, aiming at his sensitive points, his eyes, and even going after his groin, as she made a direct kick under there, as it made Naruto really pissed, so he kicked her back as well. Both of them broke off. What the hell, kid, you don't hit a lady there. What's wrong with you, Uncle said. What? You punched me in my junk, Naruto said. It was a reflex, and just because you're a girl I should hold back. It's not like you women never guard that spot in a fight anyway. It's open, so why the hell not? Uncle growled at him, as she thrust her arms out. Hidden, shadow snake hands, she said. As the snakes came rushing towards him as Naruto reached for his blade, only to pull out the broken blade. As Naruto's sweat dropped as the snake hit him and constricted all around his body. Uncle gained a smirk on her face as she loomed over him. Alright kid, playtime is over. If you try to move, these snakes will bite you, and they're quite poisonous. She then pulled out a kunai. Know that you're all tied up. We're gonna have a little discussion about what you should ask next time you see that sound ninja. This is all you have, Naruto said. Trust me, I'm immune to whatever your snakes have. As he built up a strong immune system to all poisonous, a lot of them, when he was going off to his mission to hidden sound. He then started to shift as Uncle screamed out for him to stop. As the snakes bit into him, her eyes went wide. She didn't want to kill him, just want to rough him up a bit. But she watched as he ripped the snakes off of him. As Uncle was shocked. What? It wasn't that hard, he said. Naruto created multiple clones as he rushed at Uncle and started to strike with her, as Uncle kept her eyes on him and looking around for their clones to attack. As she slipped up and he hit her, and it hurt. No 13-year-old should hit that hard. As Naruto then grabbed her arm and pulled her towards him as he kneed her right in the stomach. A clone then came from above and gave her a drop kick right in the back of the head. Uncle was sent crashing down to the ground as all of the clones surrounded her. So, are we done, Uncle, or do we keep going? Because unlike you, I have nowhere to go for the rest of the day. Uncle tossed a kunai, but the clone jumped in the way and took it. As Naruto looked at her. Now that wasn't nice, Uncle, he said. Let me tell you why I didn't ask about your seal. It's because she don't know anything about it, except for how to use it. And Orochimaru may be a genius with ninjutsu, but he's not that smart at full jutsu. Why do you think he tested his seal on you? The detriments were too great. He didn't even research a way how to take it off, until he put it on Kimimaro and Sasuke. He can't remotely deactivate yours like how he did the others, because yours were the first, a prototype. Uncle shut her eyes. So there is no way to get it off of me. I didn't say that, said Naruto. Her head snapped up as she looked at him. You know how to do it? How? Well, I don't really know yet. I'm starting to get into Fuinjutsu, and every seal can be broken from what I see. Orochimaru has something I need though, in order for me to get a good read on your seal. I have a question, though, has anyone ever put the evil sealing method on you? Uncle blinked. God damn it, Naruto said, what's wrong with this village? Alright, find Kakashi or someone in that high regard to ask and put it on you. It should help at the very least until I can find a way to take it off. But that didn't work. The Uchiha brat had that on him and it didn't work. Well, that dumbass was the one that broke it. He wanted to use it, but you don't. He got drunk on the power boost and called for it. You just want the damn thing off. So, I promise, I'll try to find a way, he said. So don't be angry next time you see me, okay? Later. And with that he vanished, leaving Anko alone. Naruto came back home as he collapsed on his couch. Long day, kid, said Kankuro. As Naruto frowned, they were still here. Why are you still here? It's been a week. And where are Gaara and Temari? Naruto eyebrow twitched as Kankuro pulled one of his bag of chips and started to eat it from his newly fresh shop of groceries that he just went to get. Well, Temari said that she's going to go shopping and Gaara, he left to do Gaara stuff. Wait, shopping? I thought you guys said you left too quickly. You didn't have enough chance to get money. Well, we got paid by your village for the help of the retrieval mission. Please bite, please bite, please bite, thought Kankuro, as Naruto stared at him. Fine. But you guys are going to start paying for your own stuff. And why are you still here, Naruto asked. Oh, it's one of our treaties with their village. We must lend out a genuine team to help with manpowers. And we end up being the select team seeing that we're already here. Fine. At least I get to sleep with your sister. Hey, said Kankuro. There was a knock on Naruto's door as he went. Naruto sighed. Ero Sennin, he said. Naruto, I need to speak with you. Can we go somewhere, said Jiraiya. Naruto turned his back. I'm tired. You hear me? So if you want to talk, let's talk. Jiraiya came in and sat down, as Kankuro just focused on the TV. So what do you want to talk about, Ero Sennin, Naruto asked. I already told you that the only reason I cannot go after your head is because you're too difficult to kill for me right now. And you're too valuable to Konoha. Yeah, I know that, said Jiraiya. But Orochimaru didn't take Sasuke's body. It seems like with you guys delaying his time, Sasuke was not quick enough to get there, so he took another body. It will take 3 years for him to shift once more. Well, I guess something good came out of that mission, Naruto said. But not only that, you remember Itachi and his blue body from a while back. Well, it's kind of hard to forget meeting and fighting Itachi Uchiha. The group that they are a part of, Akatsuki, they have also ceased operation for the time being. The Akatsuki, huh? Hey, if they want me, they're probably gonna want Gaara too. I should probably tell him about this. Jiraiya nodded. About you though. I want to take you on a training trip to get you ready for what's about to come. You need to get ready to take down S-rank level ninja in 3 years time. As Kankuro turned towards Naruto, who the hell are you? Who deal with these kind of crap, hearing these things, S-rank criminals, and you don't even flinch? He's sitting here telling you that a group of S-rank criminals are after your head, and you sit here like it's not a real deal or anything. Well, if you start every single day expecting the worst, you cannot be surprised, Naruto said. The both of them sweat drop. That's pretty morbid, kid, said Jiraiya. Oh, I'm sorry, Naruto said. I guess the day before you found me unconscious, you would have just let me be, or made me even wake up before you took drastic measures, Naruto said. Jiraiya looked down. Damn it, kid. How long are you going to hold that over my head? I knew it was a mistake. I knew the entire time it was going to happen. Well, it was an order. You can at least understand that, right? Oh yeah, if it was something for the greater good, I could have probably understand that, but you turned me into a goddamn retard with a 4-year-old mindset in an 8-year-old powerful body and lock away everything. Nothing good came from that. Let me ask you something. During the Chunin exams, when you found me, did you agree to train me because of the reason you said? Or because you remember what you did to me? As Jiraiya didn't say anything, Naruto sighed. I'm going out, Kankuro. Tell the others I'll be back a bit later. As he flashed away at Shunshin. As Kankuro sighed, what the hell just happened, he thought. 2 days later. So what's eating you, shithead, Teiwa said as she shuffled the deck of cards that Naruto gave her to pass time. As she looked way better now, her skin has gotten her regular color back. And she looked like she slept. Good, for once. During that, she talked to Naruto regularly. She was not tortured, as long as Naruto report back to Tsunade what they talk about. Let me ask you something, what if the guy that screwed up your life, he, trying to make amends with you, but the wounds were still too fresh? Naruto took the several cards that she gave him as he threw them back to her. Take them back and reshuffle. I saw that. Take the cards out of your sleeve. Spot on, bastard, she said, as she pulled the cards from her sleeve. Well, I will just say, kill him and get it over with. Or suck it up and get it over with. You can't be a bitch about things forever. It isn't healthy. Why are you still calling me shithead again, Naruto asked, as she dealt the proper cards. Because you're shithead. And because I say you're shithead. And there is no reason I'm calling you your real name. Fish cake. I mean, what kind of name is that? Sure, Teiwaya. Well, you think I should just get over it like that? Yeah, I mean, being angry. Is it actually doing anything for you? Yeah, it made me feel a hell of a lot better about being mean, that's for sure, Naruto said. I mean, is it doing anything practical for you? Obviously not, seeing that you're pissed off about it. You told me it was an order from the last Hokage, and no one is stupid enough to go up against an order from Hokage, especially if you're high up in the food chain. You got sealed. Yeah, I understand that. But holding grudges, I can see, isn't really your thing. If it was me, I would have killed him, but you're nicer than me. Fine, I'll try, Naruto said. I guess he isn't going to leave me alone. Well, after what he just told me. Especially since I can't just beat his ass. To make myself feel better, he's still out of my league. As Teiwaya dropped another card, Naruto laid out all of his cards. I win, Teiwaya-chan, he said. She raised the eyebrow, Teiwaya-chan. Since when am I goddamn Chan, she asked. Since I became shithead, Naruto said as he packed up the cards. Take care, Teiwaya-chan. I'll see you soon. Stay cooperative and I'll see what I can do for you. Screw off. And screw that cooperating shit too, she said. So you say, but you're as calm as ever, said Naruto, from what I heard. She started to curse, but Naruto quickly left the scene behind. Moments later, Jiraiya came to me about something because he never found to get your answer last night, said Tsunade as Naruto was currently in her office. He wants to know whether or not you're gonna go on a training trip with him. No, I won't just cut and run now. I agree, I have to train myself to get ready for Akatsuki, but I won't just run away to do it. I don't understand what is his reason for leaving. He said to himself, Akatsukis aren't coming for me for at least 3 years, so it isn't a matter of security. If you think it's because I need to work on using Kyuubi's chakra, I can do that here. Hell, I go to the forest of death to train for that, and there hasn't been any issues. Brat, Jiraiya can't stick around here to train you for all the 3 years. He has his own responsibility to keep about elsewhere. You know about his spy network, right? Taking you with him would kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Nah, Naruto said. It would be hard for him to focus on the both things. If I stay here, he can drop in and give me important things for I to learn and regain all of my skills from what I previously knew. That is better than me just being on the road. You know, it's kind of hard to train when you never stay in one place for too long. Besides, you still need someone like me to help out with your mission load, and I'm not putting my career on pause for 3 goddamn years. Are you sure you're still not just upset with Jiraiya, she asked. Naruto, he's sorry for what he did. I know he messed you up badly, but carrying a grudge like that forever cannot be good for your state of mind. Don't worry, I'm still pretty pissed off, but I'm not gonna go Uchiha over the old thing. It will take a while, but at the very least, I can try to let him back in. He seemed to really want to train me when we were looking for you, so I can try to let him back at least. Tell him everything that I just told you. I'll see you later, Bachan. As Naruto flashed out of the room. Did you get that, you pervert, she said. Jiraiya dropped his transparency jutsu. Well, at least he's not that mad anymore. I'm kinda upset that he doesn't want to travel with me, but after how he just broke it down, I guess he have a point. He was so convincing, I think he is ready to learn about his family. I mean, he's a chunin now anyway. That is the level Minato wanted him to be before he was told. Tsunade nodded. Are you sure? Telling him might just piss him off even more. Well, I hope he see it as necessary of something to hide, seeing how the hidden stone is and all that. I'll tell him before I leave. Meanwhile, outside, right under the window, Naruto then jumped off. So, my old man name is Minato. I wonder, how many Minatos live in Konoha before the Kyuubi attack, he thought. But guys, in the end of this episode right here. If you want the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below and turn the bell notifications to stay posted. But I'm out for now, guys. See you guys soon. Peace.